Hello everyone, welcome to my class. Today, we are going to learn about recount text. But before we begin our learning today, I would like to get to know you all a little better. Have you ever experienced something exciting or memorable that you just couldn't wait to tell others about? Now, let me share a little bit about my story. I once had an unforgettable journey through the bustling street of Malang. The sight, the sounds, the incredible food, it was truly a trip to remember. Just like my trip to Malang, Recount Text allow us to relive and share our experiences with others. For more understanding about Recount Text, let's embark on this learning journey together. In this session, we're gonna learn about the definition of recount text, the types of recount text, and the structure of recount text. For the first is the definition of recount text. Recount text is a type of text that tells about a story, action, or activity. Usually, recount text tells about someone's experience. The purpose of recount text is to entertain the reader, so that no conflict in the text. Apart from that, this text also aims to provide information to the reader. After we know the definition of recount text, now we move to the types of recount text. Recount text has several types of text that you can use to write. The first is personal recount text. Personal recount text is a text that tells about writer's personal experiences. When you write the story about your grandparents' house, go to Prambanan, or birthday party is the example of personal recount text. Next is factual recount. Factual recount is a text that presents report or event that really happened. When you write like news such as car accident, tsunami 2004 Indonesia, it was the example of factual recount text. Last is imaginative. Imaginative is a type of recount text that presents an imaginative story. When you write some text, but it was based on your imagination, such as you as a ballerina, you be a Spider-Man, or be a princess, it was the example of imaginative recount text. Now we move to the structure of recount text. In creating recount text, there is a structure that must be followed when writing this type of text. The structure of recount text is divided into three parts. First is orientation. In this first stage, the writer is asked to provide an introduction in the form of information about who, where, when the event occurred in the past. In this section, the writer is expected to provide the reader with the information necessary to understand the entire text. And here the example of orientation. Yesterday, I stayed the night at my friend's house, Della, with my other three friends, Amanda, Tiara, and Clarice. Della's house is so pretty. It has a big garden with a lot of kind of flowers and big swimming pool. Right from the balcony, we can see the scenery of the whole of Bandung city. Now we move to the second structure. It is event. In this section, we can convey or narrate the event or incident that occurred. Writers are asked to write stories in chronological order, like in the first day, in the next day, or in the last day. This is the example of event structure. When we first arrived at 8 a.m., Della has welcomed us and asked us to get around the house as she explained all the rooms inside her home along with its function. After walking around the house, we gather at the last room to put our things. Then we go to the garden and have some tea while chatting with each other. At 12 p.m., Della asks us to eat the lunch prepared by the chef. The food was delicious. It was a traditional food from Bandung. After lunch, we decided to go swimming. We had a good time. Around 5 p.m., we clean ourselves and prepare for a barbecue session for the night. We ate a lot of meat and saw the city lights of Bandung City. Right by 11 p.m., we got back to the house and sat in a circle in the room to talk and have some discussion. The last structure is reorientation. This final stage is a repetition of the introduction in the first stage. The existing repetition summarizes all the events or occurrences that are told. In the final stage, the writer can write a summary of all the events that being told. Writers can also write comments or personal impression about event or incident that have occurred. Here is the example of reorientation. We finally go to sleep around 2 a.m. It was late, but we had so much fun. I would love to go back to Della's house. After we learned about the definition of recount text, the types of recount text, and the structure of recount text, now I want you to write your personal recount text using blog for our you can use your Chrome or your Google. In this video, I use my Google. After that, you can write blogger.com. If you have your personal account, you can start your writing, but if you have not your personal account, you can log in first. You can log in using your Google account, or you can create a new account. So after that, you can klik postingan baru. You can set situs desktop. In the first, you must write your title. And you can write your story here. And this is the example of my story under the title My First Day at Beach. You can edit your text here. Like the example, you can change the style of your text, or you can add some emojis, video, and picture. So I want to add some picture. And you can see this is the picture
I add all the additional picture. You can set your title in the middle like this, so you can start the editing you want like this. Okay, after you finish your editing, you can publish your text or your story by clicking the icon publikasikan. And this is the tutorial or the steps how to write your personal recount text using blog.
And that's all for today's lesson on Recount Text. I hope you found this video informative and engaging. If you enjoy learning about Recount Text and want to see more content like this, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next lesson. Happy writing and goodbye!